And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll start on the ground. They were all over it.
Defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. Turns it upfield. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
I would have challenged too, buddy.
Frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop.
You know he's going for it here.
Flying out of his stance,
He's super aggressive.
where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Bowling. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Defense all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll ride him again on the stop.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third and long coming up. On the gun on third down, Lewis. The quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air, it's Bowling. Fires to the middle. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot on the return, and they'll get rid of that as they got it at the 49. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Keeps it himself. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback's got the first. Brings him to the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. Lewis on the play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Throwing, Lewis. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different bugs. It's going to be tough for the Seahawks trying to get the quarterback standards.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Makes the grab down the middle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. On the ground, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Keeps it on the ground. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Lewis. Setting up the screen. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation is 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Here's Lewis to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Right.
3rd and 9. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And he kept them with just straight enough to breeze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hand off for Brown. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
Break.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Boley. Fires quickly. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense showing blitz here. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw time running short in the half. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. They're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Finds a crease, it's Young. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Throwing, Lewis. Caught behind the line, it's Young. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Cobb.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 21 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Huskies looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Banging slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready. Line 29. Line 20. Go.
Lewis. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Go, go.
3rd down from the gun. Lewis got his man on the right. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air, it's Bowling. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Right side, it's Harris. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the field and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Out wide left, it's Brown. Tying it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Got him downfield. Touchdown ASU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From deep, it's Bowie. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got the quick completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Play fake, Lewis. He'll try to do it himself. And to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Turns into the pile. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Yeah, man, it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down. You set it down, let's go.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Turns out it's Young. Fighting off the defender. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Go! Trying to slip through and pick it up. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Yeah, a really nice job by the QB. My defenders are a little bit soft playing pass. Pick him up, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Lewis. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
Lewis to throw. Turns it upfield. And they swarm him under. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Send the tight end in motion.
Where did he go?
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Under pressure. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Break. Do it. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
First down, right back to Brown. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off play action. Left side is Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Look out! And down he goes.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's record.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Sets his feet. It's Bowling. Lets him fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
Break. Hey, check it. Fireball. 19 fireball. Ready. Black 18. Ready, go!
it's Young. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Long way to go on second down. Lewis. Out wide right, it's Moore. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. That's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Go, go.
Drives inside. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Play action with Lewis. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Let's go.
Here's Lewis to throw. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Max got it on the screen. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty.
Ready. Black 14s.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And they can't make the connection.
That's not a pass interference, though? What? That's this game is so fucking holy, bro.
Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try.
This nigga is running into my player.
Didn't have any success.
God damn, bro. You expect me to take this game serious, bro? I have no chance.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possession.
I haven't thrown a single interception in this game, and I still can't get nothing going, bro.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had
So, this game is so foul. It's annoying, bro.
right now, you had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep
Oh my God, bro.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football on multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Here's Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Swamped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and completing the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it still on his feet. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. It's a fake. He's looking to throw. They thought they could pull out the surprise, but the surprise was on them. They stopped. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing. Lewis. With the catch, it's Atkins. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run. And because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Lewis wants to pass. Right side, it's Atkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Lewis unloads it left. He's got an open man. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Making the adjustment on the play. Lewis on the play action. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. It's Lewis again. They're all over him. Unleashes one. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now,
Nobody usually sits in that spot.
Man zone, that's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second and long here. To the air again, Lewis. Fires to the middle. And picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Justin Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cool, bro. Fucking cool. I love it, bro. I love being the punching bag for this league.